How are you, Jasmine? I mean, the competition has just started. We're done with the press presentation, and you're doing it very, very well.
Oh,
Congratulations. But how are you feeling the competition?
I'm feeling, well, now I can say that I definitely feel more settled down with the competition. Of course, my crowning or my sashing for Miss Manila, it was so near to the press presentation. So it's like everything was kind of being thrown at me, and I was like trying to scramble for everything. But now that we're in week 5, I can happily say that I feel more present with the journey. So I feel like very relaxed now.
Yeah.
No, like not so overwhelmed compared to
Mm-mm.
before.
And I
Yeah.
can feel that, no? Kasi
Okay.
syempre, this is not your first rodeo in pageantry. But ano ang atake ni Jasmine
Anong
Paguio
atake? I
this
know.
time? Is it going to be a different preparation?
In terms of preparation, I think it's still gonna be the same route. Like, I still like to be very organized. I still like to be very hands-on and proactive with all of the things that I'm doing, especially when it comes to my output and my delivery and my performance. But in terms of preparation, mentally, I would say that I'm going for a different route. I'm going for a little bit more mature version of myself because I've been here in the Philippines for 4 years now. My first competition was way back in 2022 when I did Miss Philippines Earth.
Mm.
So that was a very, cutesy girl era of me. And now that we're going to Miss Universe Philippines, I want to be more elevated.
Yeah. What was your family's reaction when they knew that you're signing up for Miss Universe Philippines?
They were kind of surprised. I myself was very surprised. I always wanted to do Miss Universe Philippines. I just never imagined that it would be this year, come this quickly. So I'm super grateful that the opportunity presented itself. But when I told my family, it's like they didn't believe me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, the thing I love to do is just surprise them.
Mm.
So I didn't even tell my mom. I just sent her a photo with me wearing the Miss Universe Philippines Manila sash. And she's like, oh my God, what is that? I was like, oh, surprise.
Meaning nasash ka na, nun
Yeah.
lang na lang nalaman. Oh, pero sino ang unang taong nakaalam that you are joining Miss Universe Philippines?
It was, yes, it would be my mom.
Ah, noon pa rin.
That
Okay.
that was the moment where my whole family found out because I sent the photo to my mom and then she was even debating. She's like asking my dad like, "What's this? Is this real? Like, did she tell you anything?" But no, it was just super like surprise.
Wow. So, of course, the fans are curious to know what was the trigger event that led you to or that made you say yes.
Honestly, it was a very interesting couple of months leading up to me saying yes to Miss Universe Philippines. And in terms of where my life was at the time, what I was doing, I would honestly say that I was very lost. Like, I was here in the Philippines for a couple years now. I always knew I wanted to do Miss Universe one day, but didn't know how to get there. I didn't know how the path would be for me. And then when it came to earlier this year, like only 1 month before being sashed as Miss Universe Manila, I thought I was gonna go home. I thought I was gonna go back to my family. I thought I was gonna go back to Canada because I was just in a very lost phase of my life and like my career, not sure what direction to go to. But then when they called me to go for the screening for Miss Manila, for Miss Universe Philippines Manila, we still did a screening. I kind of took that as a sign that the universe is calling. So why not pick up? Why
Yeah.
not answer?
This is
Yeah.
it,
This
diba?
is it. This is the opportunity I've been waiting and dreaming for.
Yeah. So, of course, we want to know what was life like. So, you were mentioning about the 4 years that you've been staying here in the Philippines. So, how was life like? Can you tell us more about your day-to-day the normal day-to-day activities that you've had prior to signing up for Miss Universe Philippines?
Yeah, so life before Miss Universe Philippines. So I've always came here with a dream, and that was to do pageantry. So that's why all of my pageant experiences, I would say, was very biglaan.
Yeah.
Like even with Miss Earth Philippines, I think I signed up 2 days before applications
Really?
closed.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, well, the rest was history from there. Same thing with Miss Manila. I was like, should I do it? Should I try? And then I had an amazing experience, and then so on and so on. So I've just really been here with the focus of wanting to compete, wanting to pursue pageantry, and then just seeing whatever path leads me to, because that is really one of the main reasons, one of my focus for being here in the
Mm.
Philippines.
Minsan yung daw at mga biglaan, yun pa talaga yung natutuloy, di ba?
Yeah, usually the spontaneous ones are the best ones.
What's your mindset going into the start of the competition? Because you mentioned it's a different kind of competition this time. The last one that you joined was a couple years back. So, what's your mindset getting into the competition?
I think for something as big as Miss Universe Philippines, the thing that I really wanted to focus on was just being mentally present and emotionally present with everything that's I'm immersing myself in, because like I said, to be a Miss Universe Philippines candidate has always been one of my dreams. So now that I'm living out that dream, I want to just really be in the moment and just enjoy this whole journey and this whole process. So that's something that I'm really liking about my mental state right now. But of course, my next dream after that is to become the next Miss Universe Philippines. So there's a really big energy shift of being grateful and being so thankful that I get the chance to be the candidate for the pageant that I've always wanted. But now I have a chance to compete. I have my competitive side coming out, and it's just bringing out the fire and the passion for pageantry.
What is it about pageantry, Jasmine, that attracted you to it, di ba? Parang you mentioned earlier that you came here to the Philippines to try out in pageantry, but what is it about pageantry that decided always um, keeps you wanna participate and
Coming
always, yeah,
back.
coming back?
I think for me, I till now, I'm still trying to figure out what it is inside me, but there's something inside me that just wants to help. And I believe that that is my purpose here in this world. I think that's why I chose to pursue the educational background that I have, which is law, because I've always had this urge to just want to help people or make a difference or make a positive impact. So through education, that's one of the ways that I was able to do that. And now with pageantry, I honestly found that it was a platform that was giving me the chance to sit, literally sit
Yeah.
in the correct rooms with the correct people to actually create changes. Like, for example, when I competed internationally at Miss Eco International, one of the prizes of winning the main title is you get to be a UN ambassador. So that is something that I really thought to myself, and I was like, I could actually do something with these platforms. So that's what keeps me hungry.
Yeah, it's a different kind of platform talaga, no? And it's a jump start to any project or
Yeah.
advocacy that you're working on. Can you tell us more about advocacies or projects that you have?
Yeah, so my advocacy for Miss Universe Philippines, it's really focused on migrant workers. And it's one of the advocacies that Miss Universe Philippines is actually collaborating with their campaign for love above all. And the reason why I chose migrant workers is because, well, first of all, I'm an aspiring immigration lawyer. And not only that, but because my parents are migrant workers in Canada. So they work really hard. I see how hard they work, not only to provide for us, for our immediate family, but for their family back here in the Philippines. So that is something that I draw a lot of inspiration from, something that I really want to create more awareness of, but also specifically for elderly migrant workers. Because in terms of my own parents, my dad, for example, actually, he maxed the retirement age in Canada, but he's still choosing to work because he wants to provide for his family. So that's something that I feel really passionate about and something that I really want to expand upon.
Out of everything that you've accomplished so far, what do you consider to be your proudest moment?
I think my proudest moment would be this year, and that's choosing to stay in the Philippines, to be honest. Because normally I would say that moving here to the Philippines would be my greatest accomplishment, and I still agree to it. I'm still very proud that I took the risk, I took the leap, and that I did it. But choosing to stay, I think, is the hardest part, because after all of the obstacles that I've encountered, all of the instability that I've experienced, and the ups and downs with moving your life across the world, I think choosing to stay was the strongest thing that I could have ever done, because I'm still pushing to achieve my goals. I'm still pushing to get everything that I'm determined to get, and that's something that I'm very proud of.
You're very goal-oriented, no? At yun ang
Yeah.
nakukuha ka from this conversation. And it's a good thing as well that you have your family very supportive behind you, rallying behind you. Kasi it's a different kind of motivation that
Yeah.
keeps you pushing forward, no? And so shout out to mom and dad, to the
Shout
family
out.
over there in Canada.
Yes, shout out to everybody. For sure they'll be watching this. So hi.
Are they coming over for the finals night?
Oh, yes, that's actually something that my mom surprised me with. I'm super happy because she hasn't watched me compete in so long. So she actually is coming here to the Philippines for only the coronation night, and I'm so happy that she'll be able to watch me.
Ayan, we're so
Yeah.
excited. Okay, so at this point naman, Jasmine, of course, would like to thank the Miss Universe Philippines organization for allowing us to do the interviews with the girls. Maraming salamat po. Sir Jonas Gafford and Sir Voltaire Tayag, maraming salamat po for our media accreditation. And of course, sa ating mga supportive na sponsors here on the Crown Philippines, La Luna Cafe. That's LA_Luna Cafe on Facebook and Instagram. At salamat po sa endless supply ng ensaymada. You like ensaymada?
I love ensaymada.
Mamaya kuha tayo
I'm gonna
dyan.
take one. This is gonna be empty.
Ayan. And of course, Tasa Mobile Cafe, maraming salamat po. Prism Skin and Body Clinic, thank you so much sa inyong endless support. So going back to your Miss Universe Philippines journey, if you're going to describe it into just one word, how would you describe it?
I think I would describe it as resilience, because resilience, it took a lot of strength for me to say yes, because I knew that this was my dream, but I also knew that it would be hard. So the fact that I'm still here and I'm pushing, and like I said, I chose to stay in the Philippines to pursue this goal and this dream of mine. It takes a lot of resilience for that. So that's how I would describe it.
Do you find it easier or a little bit harder this time in terms of competing in a pageant since you've been in the pageant stage before?
I think that with every pageant, it has its own specific levels of difficulty. For this one, I don't think it gets easier, no matter how many times I compete, whether it be like international experience or in a different country. I think there's always a set of obstacles that you have to overcome, and that's why I'm always grateful for every experience, no matter what my placement is, because I've always learned something new. Yeah.
So, eto naman, Jasmine, kasi nababasa namin to sa lahat ng comments sa social media, your fans are always awaiting for your Q&A. Na parang, ay, kapag si Miss Manila, ano yan, magmumukbang ng mic yan. So, any
Mukbang.
question that you hope naman not to be asked on the finals or during the competition? Meron ka bang mga konting siguro kinatatakutang question?
Honestly, I want to say no, because I'm very madaldal. I'm very talkative. And like, I love talking and I love sharing opinions. I love having conversations. So there's not a specific question that I'm kind of scared to delve into, because I'm really open for conversation. And that's the way that I look at Q&A. I think of it as a very informative conversation, or as a way for people to get to know me. So I wouldn't say I'm scared. I'm more so excited. I love the Q&A portion. Yes, so of course, hello everybody. If you want to follow me and my journey on Miss Universe Philippines, you can find me at Facebook at Jasmine Paguio, or on Instagram at Jasmine Paguio, Jasminee. There's two E's. And then Paguio, because the first one was taken. So we had to settle for the second E. But yeah, that is my socials. And so please like and support, and super appreciate all of the support.
What are you most excited about? I know in the competition, you're very familiar na eh. Pero what are you most excited about the competition?
I'm personally so excited for the national costume showcase
Okay.
because I think the national costume exhibit is so beautiful in terms of showcasing designers' art, but like in a different way because we get to be more creative with the costume. It's a little bit more on the funner side, unique side in terms of the creation of what you're wearing. And as a person who has a background with acting, I love the idea of transforming into like this whole other character and like performance. So I'm really excited for the Nat cause.
What is one characteristic ng Nat Cosm? I know, bawal tayong magbigay ng ano. Gusto ko magtanong ng ano, pero bawal po. Pero kahit isang ano lang, ano ba, description ng iyong national costume.
Description, I'll give a hint
Okay.
lang. I might be wearing a color that's associated with it right now.
Ay, ano
So,
kaya yan? Masyado namang ano, pinapa-excite ko na siya. Ito naman, Jasmine, ano tayo? Guilty or not guilty? Pinay
okay.
version. Are
Perfect.
you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Nag-ulam ng pansit sa kanin. Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Nag-uwi ng toothpaste nung nag-staycation sa hotel.
Always guilty.
Sumulat ng excuse letter sa school.
Not guilty.
Nagbalot ng handa mula sa party.
Yes, always guilty every time.
Kumain ng rice umaga, tanghali at gabi.
Guilty.
Nagpicture mo na bago kumain sa restaurant.
Mandatory.
Bumirit sa karaoke.
Oh, yes, all the time. Guilty.
Nagkamay habang kumakain.
Not guilty.
Nagsuot ng pantulog na butas-butas.
Guilty.
Gustong maging Miss Universe Philippines.
Very guilty.
Wow! Yeah!